What's up, sports bettors? Alex here, and the Colorado Avalanche are absolutely dismembering the Tampa Bay Lightning in the Stanley Cup. So I've already started to lock in a few MLB bets for tomorrow, and what we're going to be discussing, because it's a big day of baseball on Father's Day, making all the dads happy out there, 15 MLB games. We are going to be looking through the best MLB bets for today. So we'll start out as usual on the positive expected value, the positive EV betting tool, right? Data-driven sports betting. So what this software will show you is it's just essentially comparing all the sportsbook odds in real time to the sharpest bookmaker out there to try to show you where the value is as a sports bettor. So for example, the first bet I was eyeing was Mets Marlins over half of a total run in the first inning. So you can see the profit margin is on the top row, so above the dash mark. So this is your profit margin, 4.9% on the bet. And then you scroll along and you look for the bet in bold that also has a circle around it. So this is the bet we want to be on. Mets Marlins first inning total runs over half of a total run, plus 130 on DraftKings. So if we just go ahead and we, click into the odds for the Mets Marlins game tomorrow, you can see that this really is a true pricing discrepancy, right? Caesars only giving us plus 105. FanDuel a little more in line with DraftKings, only giving us plus 124. And then we have Pinnacle, the most efficient betting market. They're all the way down at plus 111. Right? So what the OddsJam Positive EV page is doing and quantifying mathematically for you is based on the real-time odds from the sharpest bookmaker, what is the profit margin of being able to get this bet at plus 130, right? Because it's pretty clear, like this is a large line discrepancy, as you can see right here, right? We're getting 19 cents of improvement from the sharpest sportsbook out there. So this is a bet, for example, with very low market width. So it's a very tight market. So Pinnacle, the sharpest sportsbook, they're very confident in their lines. It's a very active market, which typically have very low market width. So plus 119 is the true odds. Once you kind of remove the vig, remove the juice, and we're getting plus 130 on DraftKings, right? You'll notice that the positive EV bet, right, you're always getting better odds than the true odds from the sharpest sports book, which is what's critical as a sports bettor, right? So essentially the true odds, all you're doing is you're taking the market from Pinnacle and you're finding the midpoint, right? So the way a sportsbook makes money is they charge the vig to you, or they charge the juice, right? They don't charge you a fee. If we go into DraftKings, we have to bet this anyways. So if we go into DraftKings and we head over to MLB, so we're looking at the Mets game tomorrow. We want to go to innings and then first inning total runs right here. Wow, baseball at 9 a.m. No, thank you. So we'll scroll down and look for the Mets game. So we can see right here, over half of a total run plus 130, right? DraftKings doesn't charge me a fee for placing a bet. They bake their spread into their market. That's how sportsbooks make money, right? We can see, Pinnacle, they essentially, their model is pricing that the yes run first inning for Mets Marlins is, if we scroll back over, their market is plus 111, minus 130. Plus 111 on the yes run first inning, or over half of a total run, minus 130 on the no runs first inning, under half of a total run in the first inning. So essentially what this calculator will do, it's arguably the most important calculator in sports betting, and there's a bunch of text and stuff you can read as well, is it will take the market from the sharpest sports book in the world and remove the vig, right? It'll remove the juice to show you the midpoint of that market and what the true odds are. Right. So essentially the way sportsbooks make money is Pinnacle, they have some model that's, with all the action going on in the market, bets coming in, bets going away, all their models, whatever, they're pricing this with a true price of plus 119, and then they just add the juice to their market, right? They believe the true odds, the fair odds, are plus 119, so they only give sports bettors plus 111, right? That's how sportsbooks make money. So long story short, this bet is profitable. I'm talking way too much, so we'll go ahead and we'll lock this in for tomorrow for a unit size of $250. So DraftKings is going to say max limit wager reached, you've made too much money off us, we'll give you 141.07. So it's like, okay, we can go ahead, lock that in, and then I'll add it to my bet tracker. So again, this bet is a bet we like because we're getting better odds than the true odds, from a very sharp, efficient bookmaker. And even just clicking into the odds, it's pretty clear that there's some good value on DraftKings. So we'll lock it in, 141.07, and then I'll add this bet to my bet tracker. So we'll go ahead, we'll lock it in. you can add a bet to your bet tracker, again, by just clicking on an odd on OddsJam. So the best odds for any bet will be highlighted, in green. So essentially, if you want to bet, the no runs first inning, under half of a total run, and you're in Canada or something with both of these sports books available to you, you'd be crazy, right? You'd be crazy to place your bet at minus 175, where you'd have to stake $175 to win $100 in profit, right? You just go over to Pinnacle and you place your bet at minus 130, betting $130 to win $100 in profit, right? That's why as a sports bettor, it is so critical to compare odds between sports books and making sure you're finding value, right? Even though these differences, maybe even between plus 105 and plus 130, if you're betting $100, what's the difference between winning, $105 in profit and $130 in profit? Even though they seem small, over the course of the long run, this makes all the difference in sports betting. Being able to find bets with an edge and, improve your win rate by just a few percent, right? And improve the profitability of your bets by even just a few percent, right? Losing sports bettors will win like 47% of the time, losing to the juice, and winning sports bettors, some of the best sports bettors in the world who do it full time are hitting bets, at like a rate of 53% and stuff like that. So you always want to be looking for value as a sports bettor and squeaking out edge where you can, looking for great prices. So that's the first bet we locked in. I added this wager to my bet tracker, which you can see right there. So again, the bet tracker is a free feature of OddsJam, and it's super valuable, super valuable for sports bettors. So not only will it show you, kind of your net profit, your ROI, but it will show you how often you're beating the closing line, right? So there's a ton of articles kind of online about closing line value, but if you want to make money sports betting, right, you have to be beating the market consistently. So you're not going to be able to do it in every bet, but the best sports bettors can, get their beat CLV percentage to 60, 65, 75, sometimes even percent. So you want to consistently beat the closing line with all of your bets, right? And some lines will move against you. You can see I already bet Blue Jays for tomorrow. Where is it? I already bet Blue Jays plus 130 for tomorrow. It looks like this line moved against me, right? You can't always beat the closing line. Injuries can happen, lineups can change, whatever, the line can move against you. But if you're consistently beating the closing line, placing bets with an edge, then you will see yourself, kind of continue to profit over the course of the long run if you're able to withstand variance. So anyways, a bunch of bets open for tomorrow. We locked in one MLB bet. We can see if anything else strikes our interest when we go back to the page that's near the top with a high profit margin. So we bet like $150 on this. It has a 5% edge roughly. So like $7 in profit margin on our bet, on DraftKings right here. So if we go over, this bet has like, $7 in profit margin. So pretty good if it's still available. Hopefully you are able to tail it on DraftKings. So we'll go back. We'll see if there's anything else particularly interesting. There's some tennis plays, some first half total runs plays. But I think for now, I'll call it a day. There's the Tigers plus 140, the Reds and the Orioles. But I'm pretty sure I've already bet on every single one of those teams. So we have the Tigers, so Reds, boom, White Sox. So I think I've already bet, and then we have the Tigers and the Orioles. So I've already bet on all those teams. Those lines have been available for like an hour now. They all look pretty good. So anyways, I hope you found this video helpful. If you have any questions about sports betting, profitable sports betting, whatever, you can book a call with a member of the OddsJam team. Really our only job is to help you become a more profitable sports bettor, help you make money. So feel free to book a call with us, any questions you have. And thanks so much. Let's make some money on Father's Day.